Hello friends, welcome to my channel CS Learning. In my previous videos, we have seen that how to code with Python and what is if-else statement, what is the operators, different kind of relational operators and arithmetic operators, and also we have seen some codes, some simple codes with Python. So this chapter is third chapter of CBSE's class 11's textbook. Standard 11, you are having this portion, iteration or looping statement in Python. So let's see what is looping statement in Python. So see, loops can execute a block of code number of times until a certain condition is met. That means it is a round and round iteration repeating of the same thing. You can see this picture over here. This is actually the iteration. Like if the condition will true, then this orange color code block will run, and again it will check the iteration, again it will check the condition over here. This is the condition. This is the condition C, and C, suppose this is the condition C, and this is the block of code. So if the condition is true, this block of code will run, and if the condition will false, if it is false, then it will come out of the iteration. Okay, so it depends on the condition, that whether the condition is true or false, the code will run, the block of code will run or not inside the loop. Okay, so this is all about loop. This is the main concept of loop. Okay, now coming to the kind of loops in Python. So Python provides two kind of loops, and they are first while loop and second is for loop. So we will learn about these two loops separately. First, let's see what is while loop. Okay. So see, while loop is allows general repetition based upon the repeated test of a Boolean condition. So as I told you, we have to give a condition, and over that condition only the body of the loop will run. And what is the body of the loop? It is nothing but a code block, right? So here you can see the syntax of the while loop is given. You can note it down also. The syntax for the while loop in Python as follows: while, then the condition is given. This is the condition, okay, and this is the body of the loop, that is the code statement of set of statements inside the loop. Okay, now the loop will iterate while the expression evaluates to be true. That means this is, suppose this is the condition, this is the condition I am having in this diamond shape. I am having the condition, and if the condition is true, this code block will run, and if the condition is false, then it will come out from the loop. This is outside of the while loop, right? And if the condition is true, it will run the block of code, and again it will check the condition. Again, if the condition is true, again it will run the code, same block of code. Again it will run the go to the condition and check the condition. If it is true, again it will run the same block of code. So you can understand by this expression that a loop is creating, like this is coming from this condition to here, then the block of code is running, again it is going back to the condition, and this is the loop actually. I hope you have understood the thing, right? Now let's come to a programming example. Okay, so we will see this. Let me not show you this complicated programs. We will see these programs in some another class. Okay, we will see for loop, but before that let me show you a short coding example of while loop, and that is what we will do in the Jupyter notebook. So let's open our file, that is Python basics. Let me show you how it works actually, how the while loop will works actually. Okay, so working of while loop. Now let me take a variable called I equals to 1. Now I will take a integer number. Suppose I have taken here 7, and let me write now the while condition. While I less equals n, sorry, I less equals n, then a colon, and this is where we are getting insight into the loop block. That is, this is a block of code I will write inside the loop. So print I will give value of I, it will print, and then it will print like printing inside loop. Okay, now this line will print when we will inside the loop, and repeatedly this line inside loop will print. That's why I have written this. And next we will do the increment of I with 1. Now outside the loop, after executing this loop, when I will come outside of the loop, it will print out of loop. Okay, now let's run this code. This is our main code, you can see. Now let's run this code and check what will happen with this print statement. Okay, now I have given here n equals to 7. So how many times it will print this, you can see. 1 inside loop, 2 inside loop, 3 inside loop, 4 inside loop, 5 inside loop, 6, 7 inside loop, and next it is printing out of loop. So whenever the I value is incrementing with 8, it is coming out of the loop, as the condition is given here, I less equals n. Now if I give I less n, so what will happen, you see, let's see the output over here. It is printing up to 6 and it is coming out. That is the difference of the two code. Why it is happening? So because of I have given here the condition I less n. So whenever the n value is I value will going to be 7, it will come outside of the loop and it will print this statement out of loop. Okay, now here out of loop, if I print the value of I value now, what will be the I value now? Let's run the code again and check. See the output. I value now is 7. You can see the last line over here. I value is 7. Okay, so this is all about while loop and how it is working. I hope you have understood the concept of the while loop. Next, we are going to see what is for loop, but not in this video. Let's end up the video over here, and in the next session we will see what is for loop, what is the range function, and how it is working. See the same thing with for loop also, like as I have shown you the while loop. In the for loop also the same thing will repeatedly printed, or the statements will repeat itself, but the syntax of the for loop is different. We can use for loop with different kind of things, like using range function, or with a list, or with a string we can use a for loop. So we will see all those things with short codings. Okay, I hope you have enjoyed this class, and let's see you in the next class. Till then, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing. Thank you.